Hi there y'all, I'm Tom, and this is Empty Pantry Entrees, a place where you can come to learn all the skills you need to make delicious creations from only the odds and ends in your pantry. And this weekend, we're going camping, which allows us to enjoy a last little bit of that late summer and early autumn weather. And as a trail hiking snack, we're bringing along some cinnamon apple energy balls. These babies only take about 20 minutes to mix and form, which makes them an awesome addition to your camping menu. But without dragging on any longer, I think it's about time for us to move on. First step is to collect your carb base. For this one, we're going with old-fashioned Quaker oats, about 1 1/4 cup deposited into the bowl. Next up is a tablespoon of flaxseed. You can go with ground flaxseed if you'd like, but I honestly prefer the whole ones just for a bit of a textural crunch that they provide. Following that is 1 tablespoon of the second super seed, chia. Then, to get a bit of an autumnal spice to these, we're going to add in about a tablespoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, and then set the dry bowl off to the side to work with our binder. Today, I'm going to be going with a 1/2 cup of almond butter for this to give it a bit more subtle taste to it. Personally, I found that peanut butter just overpowers the other flavors. But hey, if you want to go for a peanut butter apple, it's a fantastic mix. You do you. The other half of the binder is then going to be a 1/4 cup of honey to bring the sweetness up to our mixture, followed by a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract because bake or no bake, granola is incomplete without vanilla. Now, in order to get our very viscous mass of almond butter and honey into a more workable consistency, we're going to be heating it over a medium-low heat for about 2 to 3 minutes, mixing occasionally. We're not trying to cook through anything or cause any sort of chemical reaction, just raise the temperature so that the viscosity of the two ingredients is a little bit lower and liquidious. In the meantime, I'm going to chop up a 1-ounce package of freeze-dried apples. Sadly, no special seasoning packet added in this time. And when you're breaking things up, try to get a mixture of sizes, some big, some small, but roughly about yay big. Into a dry bowl they go, tossed around to mixify it all together, and then now your binder should be much less viscous and more workable. See how smoothly I can move my silicone spatula through it all? This is right where we want it, just warm enough to be workable, but not too hot so as to burn our hands down the line. This portion of the recipe is pretty self-explanatory. Just fold and press your way around the mixing bowl until you hydrate all of those oats. It'll take about a minute or two to really work them together into a cohesive mass. But now for forming them up. Plate down, topped with parchment paper, then a little bit of canola oil sprayed onto your hands to prevent stickage, and grab about 1 cookie scoop worth of the mixture. Just enough to fill your palms, approximately the size of a ground turkey Swedish meatball or a scoop of a pre-baked sea salt chocolate chunk cookie. About yay big, you know? Then, once you've sufficiently tossed and formed your balls, you'll reach for one last thing. Just a few grains of flaky sea salt on each of them really helps to bring some heterogeneity to each of the energy balls. Some contrasting salty and savory for you makes for an awesome hiking snack. After that, you'll ship the plate of them off into the fridge for about 20 minutes to firm up and get that final set. After which, you're basically done. Just pile them in your container of choice, and bam, it's easy as that. I personally like to keep them cold so that they retain their shape and avoid becoming one big lumpy mass of no-bake granola. And I personally wouldn't recommend the one-bite method, but hey man, it's your world too.
It's a big ball. Not gonna lie, this is my first time tasting it since I filmed the intro with them done. They're really good. The sea salt on the outside really brings a little bit of depth to it all. You can taste the allspice and the cinnamon. Gives it kind of a warmy taste, a kind of homey kind of feel. The freeze-dried apple, I didn't think that I would like it as much as I did, but I mean, this honestly just kind of tastes like a slightly healthier version of, a Cliff Bar. Cliff Bars are packed with so much freaking sugar. These, 1/4 cup of honey, not exactly, sugar-free, but I'd like to say that they're relatively healthy.
But yeah, with that, these energy balls are freaking incredible, and I could not recommend you guys making them anymore. Enjoy them however you please, whether it's indoors, outdoors, wherever you must. That's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.